Hope you are doing great where you are this morning, this afternoon, this evening, depending on the time zone and the area where you are or the destination where you are. Now, there's this story that is trending too much in Kenya about President Ruto and Bishop Moi, Bishop Moi of Jesus Winner Ministry. And there's been an issue concerning the issue of the money, 20 million Kenya shillings, that was indeed was given and also promised another 100 millions pending. Now, the big questions to most of the people or Kenyans and maybe wherever they are is, where are these money? If really this is the money that President Ruto gave out to the church, do you think this money came out from his own pocket? Do you think that he went to his bank and withdrew the 20 million Kenya shillings and gave to the church? What do you think? What comes in your mind absolutely? Do you think President Ruto, if it was an offering, if it was a tithe, it was a support issue or anything or concerning supporting the church, do you think that this 20 million or even this 100 million Kenya shillings that he is pledging to this church will come out or came out from his own pocket? What do you think? And I'm thinking, for my case, I think no. I will say no. Why? Because these people or these politicians or presidents, they have the energy to touch all the money. They have the freedom to get connected with all the public funds. They have freedom to access the public funds all over. That's why you find that he can go. He uses. Most of the time you find the public funds are being misused in all corners. That you find that for me, in my case, I don't think President Ruto came out with his own money and then he prayed. And I'm sure, even if he is a very good giver, 100 million from his own pocket, that one I'm not sure about it. This must be a public money because he has no opinion about the public money. He has not even maybe a plan about public money. But, the big issue is there's this issue when it comes that they are planning to create or to build a polling station in this church. Did you hear that point? Did you hear that point, President Ruto saying that even we should have a polling station here so that people cannot get confused? Jesus Winner Ministry, those are some of the churches that have thousands of people. Of course, they have thousands of people. So he expects and he knows that. And according to his plans, he knows that churches is where people are now. Even though right now he don't want to go to the field or he don't want to go to some of the villages or some of the remote areas, what he knows that most of the people are congregated in churches. Most of the people are found in churches. That's where he will win. But you see, there's also a point that came out that those people who celebrated, because whenever he talked that he will give out 20 million Kenya shillings, there was a consistent celebration for about 1 minute. A consistency celebration for about 1 minute, even if he tried to shut them down. And it's known, or it is said, that these people were paid and they were lined in the front seat so that of course, what is happening nowadays. Politicians, when they know they have enemies and there's no people to celebrate after them, so they pay the crowd, of course, to celebrate after every point they announce. That you had everywhere he goes. Even if he give a meaningless point, there's people who are there to clap and they are being paid for that work. Hatujali because wakomboka na hatuna shughuli na wao, but that is how it is. That's how it is. Now the point that now is pinching a lot is now the bishop trying to support this point of creating a polling stations in his church. Do you think it's a business there inside? What do you really think? And of course, even other pastors, I know they are guilty because I don't think there's a pastor who has been given a huge amount of money and also promised 5 times of whatever he gave yesterday. He was given 20 and he's been promised 100. I don't think there's other churches that have been given such kind of money. And people are really, really in pain because these are public funds, and absolutely you can find that some people cannot able to access medicines, they cannot able to access healthcare systems, they cannot even, there are other pending bills which are very, very much important, that are very much important to be taken care of. Yeah, we don't mean that giving up in church millions and billions of money is bad, but where is this money that is you are giving up is coming from? Yeah, people are not really like trying to to come against giving and all those things. People, normally they do giving, people give and people promise, but the government should be in front line reasoning his people. Yeah, and Gen Z now, they are planning to occupy on Sunday. I don't know what will happen. What do you think will happen if they occupy on that Sunday? Of course, the government will give out security, and of course there will be chaos if so. We are not praying to happen so, because whatever they are trying to mean is that the pastor or the bishop should return that money back to the government. And I'm sure it's like a zero work. For me, I can see it's like a zero work, because even if the money will be given back to the government or president to receive back the money. Remember the issue of the previous issue where the bishops, I think Catholic bishops or whatever, they were given 10 million and they refund the money. Yeah, there was an issue. This was not the first issue. Do you think that money, when it being refunded, will be channeled to work on the specific area that is maybe mentioned? For example, healthcare services, or the money will just be eaten? 20 million Kenya shillings, in terms of the volume of the amount of money in treasury or in the government correct, it's very little. It's a peanut. 20 million is a peanut, but it can do a lot. Yeah, but I'm sure if the money will be given back, yeah, what will be the impact is that money might not really go back to the working area or wherever it be intended, but of course bishop atarani kakitu, atajua pesa ya kuchukua hivyo, maybe nipigiwe simu direct, ama maybe niende niitiwe kwa njia ingine na pesa ikue maybe ijakuwa in public. Giving in public, and especially people are really knowing that this is not giving, that's not Ruto's money, to be honest. Hiyo si pesa yake. That's what people are up to. That is public funds ambazo watu wamenyang'anywa kwa SHA, ambazo watu wamenyang'anywa kwa pay slips, na all those takataka zote, alafu hiyo pesa yote inachukuliwa inaenda inawekwa kwa kanisa, and somebody is really doing this, receiving that amount of money, of which nilisema that 20 million Kenya shillings should serve at least a large number of people, should serve at least a big ward, a big constituency, not serving just one church. If you give 20 million to serve one church and the area is full of other churches, what about the other churches which are in and around that area? It might be a lot of wasting of resources and all those things. Now, let's hope that solution will be found, and maybe the bishops and the pastors should avoid, if you're being corrupt, sometimes you cannot even know whether you are corrupt. You can think maybe things are really smooth, but deep down you are really corrupt. And I'm not saying that maybe when somebody is telling you he will give you money, for example, in this case, someone is corrupt and he promised you to give money, will you resist? Very well. Oh, but I think you can resist. For example, if somebody is a killer and he gets money through killing, will you really, really receive that amount of money? You know very well he's a killer and he gives you 1 million Kenya shillings to support your business. Of course, whatever you are doing a wrong thing, because you are trying to plant a seed using bloodsheds, because that money is about, after you know, people complains a lot after people being cut their salary, after their pay slips are pressed. You know, people are being pressed their pay slips, you know, to the corner. Sometimes even you cannot even desire to be employed by the government, especially for the raw jobs, you know. Nowadays, white collar jobs, especially in the government, you need more connections and there's more deductions. Yeah. Sometimes you desire to just have your own hustle and work for your own things. And maybe either start a small business or you employ yourself. Sometimes working for a government, sometimes it's very, very, very hard. Anyway, let's hope that solution will be found, and maybe people, and I'm sure they are not really happy about the whatever happened on Sunday. And I think if this thing is to please God, I think even people should could have appreciated. You know, there will be more complaint, of course, and people are not complaining about giving to God. And if maybe we are complaining something that is maybe good for, maybe our God we ask for the forgiveness, yeah. But people cannot complain all this when there is a straight line. People cannot complain all this when there is a straight line. There must be some meanders across the life, across all these stories, you know. Because even promising to give 100 million for a building, that is politics. That is totally politics. The pastor he is in business. That's a business, of course. You know how sometimes polling stations sometimes turns to chaos, especially during elections. That's a business. What do you think? What comes in your mind? See you in the next video.